Hey, got ourselves a Sundown sticker. What's going on, everyone? I'm out here at A-Class Sounds and I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Sundown Audio U12. Assembled in the USA. Let's get it opened up. These are assembled in the USA, so they basically source all the parts and put them together out there in North Carolina. They must have changed this packaging up when they started assembling them in the United States, because they did not have this kind of packaging before. All right, so I got this opened up here. We did get a Sundown sticker, so I think that this, the lack of Sundown stickers in the last one was just a mistake. Struggle. Extra pad down there at the bottom. It's really nice. It's not a double box on this one, so that's kind of surprising. So they just started, gosh, I don't even know how long ago, but a little bit ago, assembling these in the United States. All right, so one cool change that I just noticed is that typically with this style basket, you have to put your gaskets on. They have them on them now. This basket, like the SAV2, now has this basket. Does not have the traditional rubber gasket. Got to use the foam gaskets that come with it. In this case, they're already on it, so that's really cool. Wonder if they'll start doing that with the SA Rev 2s or V2s as well. 4-gauge push terminals. The back of the motor. Got the coil vents and the pole vent flared. It's a really nice feature. This woofer essentially replaces the ZV3, because the ZV3 was the 1500 watt RMS traditional surround. A lot of people have been having a lot of good luck with these in the SPL lanes. I know that this top half, a lot of times it's called the top hat. Basically the soft part, maybe minus the coil, with this basket has been used a lot in SPL. Yeah, I'm digging it. The only thing from back in the day when they didn't have the sewn-on leads, anytime I see a lead really close to a cone like this, I get kind of nervous, because the old Nightshade V1s/V2s, we used to have to put like a little pad right here to stop that kind of noise. So this basket does have spots for bolt-down spiders, but since it's assembled in the United States, they do not bolt them down. I really like the aluminum spacer on the woofer. The aluminum spacer is really nice. What that does is it actually then utilizes the basket as like a heat transfer, heat sink. So all the heat from the motor here can go through that aluminum spacer instead of plastic. Plastic basically isolates the heat transfer, goes up into the basket, and then the basket then can just be a giant heat sink that just distributes the heat. It's a black round wound coil. So if you get these and you see that the coil is black, does not mean that it is blown. Just means that's how it comes. We've installed these in a few different customers' vehicles, and every single time we have been super happy with the performance. Definitely underrated at the 1500 watt RMS. They come in as dual 4 and dual 2. I believe you can custom order a dual 1. Another really cool feature is the bolt down. So basically, if you were to unbolt all these little Allen screws, you would see that this cone assembly is essentially pinched here on this basket. And what that does is that just prevents this from being able to lift off of the landing. They had that issue on the original run of the ZV4s. Since then, they've figured it out and all that stuff. I don't think they've had any real issues from that. But it's a really cool feature, especially for those of you who rebuild your woofers often by basically putting too much power to them. Let's take this down and see if we can look at the slugs. Those look like 1-inch slugs to me. So 2 1-inch slugs. That's pretty nice. So yeah, it's pretty much identical to the, as far as like specs go and like motor size, very, very similar to the ZV3. I would say the motor size is probably more like the size of a ZV2, just physical size, because I believe the ZV3 had a much larger bump out bottom plate here. And top plate. I think this top plate's kind of thin. It's almost like 3/4 of an inch versus like an inch. But yeah, they did a fantastic job on this, with this basket, with this overall assembly. The cone is slightly larger than a normal 12-inch cone, their normal 12-inch cone, I should say. However, they are moving a lot of their woofers to this basket. So back when they used to basically make you upgrade to these tinsel leads, now they just come standard this way, which is awesome. Yeah, I really, really like this woofer. You can tell that the guys that work there at Sundown, they really care about their products. A couple of specs. This is a 3-inch voice coil. 1500 watts RMS, comes in dual 2 or dual 4. It has what seems to be a single red spider. And when you're looking at the motor, that's what the motor on the U series looks like. Chrome, good taper, has the coil vents plus the pole vent. Now I have received these as made in China and as made in the USA. So I don't know if they're doing a running change on these to where all of them are going to be made in, or I should say assembled in the USA. So you might get some that are made in China and you might get some that are made in the USA. I know that they wanted to change all of their 3-inch voice coil woofers to being built in-house, but that could just be a running change. So you might receive one of these from an online retailer that may be made in China, because I know our first run that we got of these were made in China. If you guys like this type of content, give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below what you liked or didn't like about this. If you have any questions on this product, I can answer it as best as I can. Also, thank you guys very much for watching.